English as well as Urdu.
Assalamu alaikum, dear viewers. This is IBAN News Network, and this show is being hosted by me, Naira Bilal. And today we are here to interview a very young author, 22 years old, hailing from Trehgam, Kupwara district. Before going any further, I'd like this personality himself to do his introduction. Please.
Thank you very much. It's me, Zahur Meir, and I'm a student of physiotherapy in Bethel Medical Mission, Bangalore. And I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a writer, and the first motivational and inspirational book of mine is Evolution in Awakening, which was illustrated in Trahagam Kupwara in previous year, November 2020, 2020. And it's my pleasure to befit my words before you.
Okay, so thank you for your introduction. I hope the audience will know you better and get inspired by you. Let me start off by asking you a very simple question, that is, how have you started writing?
Actually, from class 8th only, I was dreamt of becoming an author. Dreamt of becoming a writer. And I have written many documentaries. I have written many, topics. But the thing is, like those books, those things, they don't take the shape of the book. But this is my first debut book, which come in the market, which come before the people. And this book is fully based upon the motivation and inspiration. And actually, in this book, I want to channelize the potential of the youth in order to create the resources. Actually, when we talk of the resources in Jammu and Kashmir, there are too many resources in Jammu and Kashmir, but we cannot channelize them, we cannot utilize them, we are channelizing them in the wrong way. That's the problem in Kashmir. Actually, this is a global issue. Like there is unemployment, there is a drug abuse. There are many such issues which we are facing globally. But in my book, I want to channelize the potential of the youth so that we will move towards a positive quadrant.
So, I'd like to ask you over here, how have you developed your interest in societal studies?
Actually, from class, think from sixth or seventh, I developed this interest. Actually, I'm hailing from Trahgam Kupwara, and Trahgam Kupwara, it's always circulated by the educational environment, by the literacy environment. If we are going to compare the literacy rate of Trahgam with other villages, mashallah, it's very good. But the thing is, like all the people, they are exercising in order to do something for society. But it's very much unfortunate that they are doing it as social studies, but in practical work, I think they are failing. They are failing to do this. And when I suffer these things in the society. Actually, I already told you that. In my book, I have mentioned it that we all are the member of the global society. As a member of global society, we have to exercise for the welfare, for the development of first global society, then as a personal society.
So, I would like to ask you, how by reading your book do you think the youth is going to, urge towards development, be it physiological, intellectual, or whatever?
The thing is, like only reading is not sufficient. I have written in my book that only reading a history is not sufficient, but creating a history is the mystery. If we are going to create the history, it's the best thing. The thing is, like actually most of the youths, the problem is we are waiting for the opportunities, but we are not creating the opportunities. What I have mentioned in my book, that's don't wait for the opportunities, but create the opportunities. Don't wait for the miracles, but create the miracles. Don't wait for the stats, but create the stats. Don't wait for the jobs, but create the jobs. The thing is, like we wholly and solely rest our future in other hands. We are not practicing in order to create these things. When we start practicing in order to create these things, I think this issue of the unemployment, issue of the social issues like a dowry system, like unemployment system, like divorce system, like religious system, and other all systems, cost system, it will be defeated. But the thing is, like youth should be empowered and youth should come on four steps so that we can channelize our society, we can orient our society towards a particular direction.
So, have you ever experienced anything like doing something societal that pushed you towards writing this book?
Yes, actually, ma'am. I am hailing from a frontier district, Kupwara, and I think socially or politically that's deprived of many things. Actually, Tragam, it's very historical place, and it has a history of 3,000 years ago, 3,000 years old history. But the thing is, when I'm going to compare my Kashmir with other states, because I'm studying in Bangalore right now, I'm feeling like very shy. I'm feeling uncomfortable because other states they don't have that much of potential which we Kashmir have. But the thing is, other states they are going upstairs, and we Kashmiris we are going downstairs. What is the reason? We have to find the root cause. But the unfortunate thing is we are not having the root cause. We are just discussing these things, just having the debates upon these things. Only debating these things will make nothing, no change. The first thing is youth should be empowered. They should come on four steps uh, so that we can turn an uncivilized society to a civilized society, and undeveloped society to a developed society. And if we are going to empower the youth, and I have written in my book that the empowered youth and ignite minded youth, they are the most powerful resources on the surface of earth, above the earth, down the earth. If we are going to empower the youth in a particular direction, if we are going to guide them, empower them, and then I'm saying the days are not forever when we will see Jammu and Kashmir either in the highest states of India or in the best cities of the world. I personally want to tell you that I want to see Jammu and Kashmir either number one or the only one. And people should not agree with anything and everything, but it's very much unfortunate to say that we are going with the traditional way. Obviously traditional way it's good, but the thing is we don't bring a visible change, we don't bring a positive change in our society so that we will transform our society.
So basically, what you are saying is just by debating things and saying things loud won't do anything. We have to be practical and implement things in our lives, which is a very good point.
Yes,
But
ma'am, exactly.
addressing about the Kashmir, how have you addressed Kashmir in your book? Have you?
Ma'am, I will give you one case study. What I have mentioned in my book. Every year, more than 2 lakh students from Jammu and Kashmir they went outside the state, either in other states of India or other countries. And for example, in 2 lakh students, average expenditure their expenses is 2 lakh rupees per year. And if we are going to calculate it, 2 lakh multiplied 2 lakh, it's equal to 50 billion rupees. Now imagine every year 50 billion rupees from Kashmir is going to other states to develop other colleges, to develop other states, to develop other countries. Imagine how will be the education system of Jammu and Kashmir if we are going to use this 50 billion rupees in the education system of Jammu and Kashmir. We can have skill based education, but the unfortunate thing is we don't have skill based education even. Why we Kashmiri students we are going outside the Kashmir? Why? In terms of for example, for jobs, most of the students, most of the youths, they prefer the other countries or they prefer the other states because there's a lack of privatization in Jammu and Kashmir. On the name of private sectors, I think there is just private schools, nothing more than that. Hardly there are some private sectors like NGOs. There are many NGOs working in Jammu and Kashmir, but very unfortunate thing is like I don't think that they are giving the mass change. They are giving their mass. They are giving their mass potential so that they are not doing something which will be recognized in the society.
So basically, you have also jumped from Jammu and Kashmir to Bangalore for this
Yes.
physiotherapy and stuff. So is it the reason that there is a lack of resources and the lack of educational sectors? Is it the reason that you moved from Jammu and Kashmir to Bangalore?
Yes, ma'am. This is not the only my problem. This is the problem of all near about 30 lakh students from Jammu and Kashmir who have studied abroad, either in other countries or in the other states of India. But the thing is like we don't have resources, but we can create the resources. But the thing is like not any messenger will come, not any prophet will come who will guide us. Now it's our duty to make things possible, to create the things. But the things is when we are resting our future in the hands of government, when we are resting our future in the hands of others, how we will be a civilized society?
So I would like to ask you over here, how have you changed so that other people would be inspired from you about the change that you have, undergone? What I mean to say is basically what you are saying, you might have implemented that in your life. So can you please share the experiences where you are different from other people?
The thing is like, ma'am, we all have the leadership qualities inbuilt. We have the natural inbuilt leadership qualities. We all. But the thing is like, we need to know ourselves. We need to research on ourselves. For example, there are many institutes in the world. We are having the research over the Alama Iqbal. We are having the research over the mind, over the brain of the Einstein. We have the research sectors for all other elite personalities. But it's good, but before that we have to research regarding ourselves, research our positivities, negativities, our capacities, what we can do, what we can't do. Almost, if we are going to do this thing, we can have the better inspirational tale before the audience. You are talking of my inspirational tale. The thing is like, at the age of 18 only, I started teaching in one of the private institute. It's Alama Study Center, Tragam. And Tragam, as I already told, that it's circulated by environment of education, environment of literacy, high literacy rate. There are lots of IAS officers, KAS officers, and at that time it was like impossible for me, because I was just 12 years old, and the people, I was having the fear of insult, because 18-year old boy, how he will start teaching students of class 10th or 11th or 12th. But I did that at the age of 18. In spite I face many problems. Like I face the face insult of fear, like, because I was just 18 years old. My strengths were as big as mine, or just comparatively they were as big as mine. Age was comparable. And the second thing is, I'm exercising for the development of my local society, because I hardly used to stay in Jammu and Kashmir most of the time. From last 4 years, I'm in Bangalore, and I'm involved with my studies. But the thing is, I want to exercise. For example, there is a martial arts youth club Tragam. I am the chairman of martial arts youth club Tragam, and I want to channelize. I want that our society, it should have the skills, and for the skill things, I want martial arts things. I want the additional skills like plumbing, like computer institutes, and these things I want. And I'm trying my level best to that these things should be possible in Trahagam.
So talking about your profession, how have you jumped from physiotherapy to writing?
Actually, I already told you that I came in the field of physiotherapy just 4 years before, but I was dreamt of becoming writer around 10 years before. And I already told you that I have written many documentaries, many novels, but they are not published yet. Inshallah, once a time will come, they will be published. Even I'm trying to write in Urdu also, though I have studied Urdu up to 10th only, but I'm trying my level best to write Urdu. The thing is like, for example, if we are going to compare Kashmir and Bangalore, because I'm studying in Bangalore, where I'm staying here, there are more than 3 or 4 public libraries. But when we are going to compare it Kashmir, hardly we find the public libraries. There are more than 6 or 10 these gardens here, so that we can relax our mind. There is a this is provided by the government, but when we are going to compare it with our villages, how are our villages? We don't have the road facilities, even proper road facilities. We don't have a proper electricity. We don't have even proper water system. So how we will do these things? We have to think upon these things, ma'am.
So does your book play with people's minds, like
I
empowering them in what way?
Yes, ma'am, exactly. But the thing is like, it's very much unfortunate to say that in Kashmir there are very less readers,
Yeah.
because I think we people are just going through the Facebook, going through the YouTube, and we are using the social media more than going through the books. We want to get the knowledge from the internet, but I think this should not be the way. We should go through books also. Actually, for example, I am from Kashmir, and I'm in my book. I try to represent Kashmir, and actually, it's like a new millennium for Kashmir. In other words, I can say, like it is a mission for the Kashmir how to develop Kashmir. But the thing is like it's very much unfortunate to say that I don't get any support from the government side. I don't get any support from any educational sector or anything like that. What I did at my level. How people, mashallah, people are cooperating very nicely. People are reading it and they are giving the love. But the thing is, only this much will not work. It should be like, for example, if there are the authors from Kashmir and their books should be books should be available in library. But where is the government? What they are doing? Even though we are trying, but they are giving no response at all. So that, for example, if today I have written the book, tomorrow my friends, those who are looking after me, they will start writing, or they will start doing something which is not done in the Kashmir. What's happening in Kashmir? For example, if we are saying someone what you want to become, he's now he starts from doctor, engineer, IAS officer, and that's it. Hardly sometimes teacher. But tell me, who will revolutionize Kashmir for astronomy, embryology? There are thousands and thousands of sectors which are not described, which are not disclosed in Kashmir, and they need to be disclosed.
Yeah, because people are unaware about those things. And
Yes,
is it
ma'am,
mentioned
exactly.
in your book also?
Sorry, ma'am.
What is hidden to the public in Kashmir? Is it mentioned in your book also?
Yes, ma'am. I have mentioned these things. Actually, I have mentioned the things like, for example, there are genome projects. There is not even a single college in Jammu and Kashmir where we have the genome sequencing projects. There is not even a single college in Jammu and Kashmir where we have the astronomy, astrology, or something like that. There are many subjects which we need to uncover. There are many covered things in Jammu and Kashmir. But the unfortunate thing is, this is just the untold tale.
Yeah, so I would like to ask you what is the genre of your book and how you would, you know, awaken people's minds and get into their heads and, uh, just plant the roots of hope in their minds.
Yes, exactly, ma'am. The thing is like my duty was to write a book so that people will go through it and people will get something, some new ideas. But the thing is, the unfortunate thing is that we don't have good readers. Already told it should be read like we read physics, chemistry, mathematics, something like that. It should be read depthly. I'm saying this is my guarantee. If we are going to read my book, this what I am calling the new millennium or the new mission Kashmir, if we are going to read it like we are reading the physics, we are understanding, just not only reading like a newspaper. If we are going to understand it, then days are not far away when we will compare Jammu and Kashmir with the highly developed cities and highly developed states. But I personally, once again want to tell you that I don't agree with this. I don't agree with the comparison with other states. I want Jammu and Kashmir either number one or the only one. But the thing is like we have to study it, we have to understand it, and we have to implement it on our daily lives. For example, there are many topics in my book. Like the first one is, do you know yourself? The first thing is we have to know yourself. We have to know ourselves. We have to know our capacities. We have to know our pulse points and minds points. The second thing is education system of Jammu and Kashmir in comparison with development. If we are going to see the education system of Jammu and Kashmir, mashallah, the literacy rate in Jammu and Kashmir, it's good in comparison to other states of India. But the thing is like, is that education or that's is that education or that's just literally education? I mean to say, the literacy is something else, education is something else. But the thing is, for sake of degrees, you can't say that is education. There is no skill education. A graduate or a postgraduate in Jammu and Kashmir, he can't create his own job. And I think this is not the education. This is just a piece of paper. This is just a degree. And the third topic I have mentioned is that is the role of youth in making society, because the role of youth is very important. Youths are the most important pillars of the nation. They can transform the society to a highly developed society, or they can transform society to a very negligible society. The thing is how youths they are playing their role for the development of the society. Actually, I have also mentioned one case studies. Actually, according to Electoral Commission of India, they told like only 49% youths in India they are taking part in politics. When only 49% of youth they are taking part in the politics, and around 20 or 30% of these uh, they are costing their votes as they are oriented by their parents. It means that, for example, my father is costing for BJP, I'm costing for BJP. My father is costing for Congress, I'm costing for Congress. It means that when we are not, when we are not involved in the politics, how we youths are making, how we are interfering in the politics, even though we have to interfere because we are studying lots of things but we are not implementing. For example, a new leader, he has lots of ideas which old leader might not have. The thing is like, when we are not coming on four step, how we will do it? The another thing is message for students. In a message, I have told, like, for example, when we studied about like personalities like APJ Abdul Kalam Azad, like APJ Abdul Kalam Azad, like Sir Isaac Newton, like Alama Iqbal, and all these. Before that, they were also students, and like we are the students, they were also students, but they actively know their capacities, what we can do, what we can't do. The same thing is, if we are going to do these things, if we are going to realize ourselves, then I would like to say that we are having lots of Einsteins in our classes also. We are having lots of Isaac Newtons in our class also. But the thing is like, we need to, we need to wash our mind. We need to change our mind towards development, towards integrity, towards the positive attitude. We must have the positive attitudes towards development.
You have really pushed me to ask you this question. By your kind of knowledge and your way of speaking, I am myself personally motivated to read the book, honestly speaking. So I hope that the public will also read your book. And talking about this book, I would like to ask you, who counseled you for your career? Was there
I
anybody?
actually, the thing is like, uh, as I already told you, I take the science stream when I was in 12th. But why I took science stream, I don't know. I don't know. Actually, my friends, they take the science stream. They take the science stream like it was like the fashion. It was science stream was fashion. And the same thing when I go for the NEET coaching. Sorry, I gave the NEET exams, but I got less marks and I was not selected for the NEET. And thereafter, I think that I can also make the career in physiotherapy. Then I moved towards the physiotherapy. And physiotherapy, as you know, that physiotherapies, they are also the doctors. And I channelize my potential towards the physiotherapy, so that, because in Kashmir, what's happening there in Kashmir, there are very less number of physiotherapists. The reason behind that is, we don't know the importance of physiotherapy. There, we don't know the importance of physiotherapy. For example, there is a one big subject in physiotherapy, that is exercise therapy. And what the people are realizing, that they are the exercise doctors, or they are the yoga doctors, something like that. But the thing is, when the people will come to know the importance of the physiotherapy, I hope there will be the seminars on physiotherapy in Kashmir. There are, with this pledge, with this integrity, with this mindset, I came in the department of physiotherapy. So that we can we, so that we can discover new field in Jammu and Kashmir. I think it's comparatively it's hidden field. Though it should be discovered very it should be discovered before. But the thing is like, it's very much unfortunate to say that the physiotherapy, it's hardly seen in Jammu and Kashmir.
So are you trying to be, different by choosing physiotherapy over all other, streams in this medical field?
Actually, ma'am, I'm dreamt of becoming a teacher, and I'm fond of teaching. As I already told you, that from class 12th only, I start teaching in Alama Study Center, Trahgam, and I want educational sectors like paramedical colleges or medical colleges in Jammu and Kashmir. I want these things in Jammu and Kashmir. I wish that Almighty Allah will support me, and inshallah, there will be medical colleges and paramedical colleges in Jammu and Kashmir.
So my question now will be, I am a little confused because you have your interest in writing, you are doing physiotherapy, and you wanted to become a teacher. What in these three professions would you like to be your career?
Ma'am, the thing is like, uh, I think this is the incomplete introduction. Sorry to say. Actually, I'm the student of Islam and comparative religions also. I'm studying the Quran and Hadith, and comparatively, I'm studying Bible. I'm studying Bhagavad Gita, so that we can so that we can have a strong hold in our religion also. We must have strong hold in our religion also. The thing is like my personal aim is to become a good teacher, because I am fond of teaching. And whenever I have free time, I used to go to schools in Tragam, and I used to deliver the lectures and I used to have seminars in Tragam. And the thing is like, I want to become a teacher, but the teacher who can transform a society, because the teacher, they are the builders of the nation. And as physiotherapist, I can join the physiotherapy colleges, so that I am a single physiotherapist. But if I am a teacher in physiotherapy department, I can create thousands and thousands of physiotherapists. It's like that, man.
Okay, so what are some points in your book that you would like to highlight so that people will get motivated to read your book?
Yeah, I would like to just give a few quotes. The first quote I already told that, like, don't wait for the opportunities, but create the opportunities. Don't wait for the miracles, create the miracles. Don't wait for the stats, but create the stats. Don't wait for the jobs and create the jobs. The second thing I want to say, that regarding empowerment of youth, if you are going to empower your youth, then the days are not far away when you will see your society in highly developed when you will see your society with highly developed societies, and you will see the development in society, social development, economical development, educational development, moral development, spiritual development. But the thing is like, we have to empower our youth. We have to give him some responsibilities. It's not like just to empower the youth, but the thing is that they should be empowered under some supervision. And the another thing is like, for our students, I want to say, just go with the thing in which you have your heart. Don't go with the fashion. Medical means medical, arts means arts, IAS means IAS. Don't go with the fashion of IAS, doctor, or engineer. Like, I want that there are many fields in Jammu and Kashmir, like astronomy. Go through the astronomy. If your heart wants to go in the astronomy, go in the genetic genome projects. During the COVID lockdown periods, only genetic engineers, they are working for producing the vaccines. But how many are there in Kashmir? I don't think anyone. How many are there who are working for the development of vaccines, for oxygen, in oxygen plants and all these things? And we have to understand the need of the society, what the actually society want.
Talking about the support system and going with our hearts, how has your family and your friends, been with you since you started writing and going in physiotherapy department and stuff?
To be very honest, when I start writing my book, one of my friends is there. He told me like, I think you're wasting your time. I told him, why you think so like this? He told me like, for example, the students, they are not studying even their academic books. I hardly think that they will go through your book. And I told it's okay, but I will start writing. First of all, I was demotivated by many people, even though I had lots of challenges also, because I'm the student of BPT, and how you go into literacy. I mean, in literature, because this is not your field. Many people, they go against me, and I had lots of challenges, but I faced them. And the same thing is, while talking of my parents and my family, I'm indebted to acknowledge them that they supported me a lot. And I want to take the name of the few personalities. Like, the first one is Muhammad Ashraf Mir Sahib, to whom I have dedicated my book. He's my mentor. And the thing is like, how he taught me, I think I'm trying to do justice with his words. I'm trying to do justice with him, what he has taught us. The second one is our chairman here, that's Dr. Sunny Daniel here, and I'm also indebted to him. I want to acknowledge him by his valuable acts, by his valuable activities. I don't know that how he's managing these things. He's like, I am giving him the title one man army. In my book, even I have mentioned the case studies of Dr. Sunny Daniel. He's my chairman of Bithal Medical Mission, Bangalore. And I have given him the name of one man army, because he is a person who can understand, who can judge, who can take the judgment, and in an easy way. I have never seen anger over his face, and I'm very much inspired of him.
Okay, mashallah. So I would like to ask you, how have you come up with the name, which is Evolution in Awakening? How did
Actually,
you find life?
actually, being a science student, we know the evolution. The evolution means a person, any creature that comes from primitive form to a modified form. Okay, from primary form to secondary form, and the thing, the concept is same. Evolution in awakening. How we are awakening means when we get up early in the morning. But when we get up early in the morning, it's we get up normally, like how breakfast, how bath, that's it. But the book aims that when we wake up, we should wake up with new dreams, with new ideas, with new projects. So that's
How do you,
awakening.
so how do you still keep yourself motivating each and every day?
The thing is like the motivation is needed during situations, like for example, if there is a situation of tense, we need to give that type of motivation. If there is a situation of joy, we need to give that type of motivation. The motivation is it is dependent upon the circumstances.
So, okay, I think the youngsters will be glad to know if you just tell them how do you walk your path. If someone chooses writing, how would you suggest them? How would they go in their lives? Like you chose writing as it was your dream job, right? So, I would like to ask you to suggest the youngsters how should they go in the way of writing.
Exactly. All those who want to become a writer, and I would like to welcome them first, because this is the very good thing. As we all know that in Jammu and Kashmir we have hardly, if we are going to compare with other states, other countries, we have very less number of writers. But this is not the thing. The Another unfortunate thing is we have a less number of readers also. And
Yeah.
those who want to write, those who have heart in writing, I want to say them that you are just write, but write something which will inspire the youth. For example, writing the things which have no meaning, or writing the things which is already discovered, which is already mentioned, it doesn't make any sense. If you are going to write something, write in such a way that people are going to know you, that people are going to inspire by your words, people are getting motivated, people are people, they are getting some benefits when they buy your book by giving money. It means that they should get some benefit, either in terms of language, in either in terms of business, or either in terms of anything, like motivation, anger management, and the people, the readers, they should get some good benefit from it.
Inshallah, I hope your message reaches to everyone over in around the globe. So there is a message that I got from Aloha's managing director. So they have a gift kind of for you. They have an award for you. So I'd like to ask you to go there and collect the same. And I'd like to congratulate on your book. Also, you have all my wishes, all my praises, and may Allah bless you more and more, and may you be encouraged each and every day to write more like these books. Like I heard you saying these things, it motivated me also, it moved me to some point. So I would hope that the people around us would read the book and they will get motivated and they will be awakened by your book. So do
I
you
want
have
to
any last message for the
I want to
people?
thank I want to thank you and the chairperson of the Aloha Institute. And the another thing is, the first of all, I want to tell our viewers that the book is available internationally. It's internationally available on the Amazon. And second thing is, the book is also available on Google Play Store. The book has received Indian Book of Excellency awards. The book have received Bravo Book of International Records. It's my glad to say these things before you. And the thing is, I want to say my viewers that just go through this book and read it how you are reading physics, how you are reading chemistry. Go in detail. Go in detail. Research about every sentence. Research about every word. If you are going to do these things, I think that definitely you will get benefits from it.
So I would like to thank you for giving us your precious time, and I would like to request all the viewers to go through the book that this person has written, because it has got some motivational and awakening things in it. So that will be all from us for tonight, and I hope I'll see you again with some more inspirations over here. Till then, fi amanillah, and keep watching IBAN News Network. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Thank you so much.